Hey everyone, it's Vanessa, and I've had this box of hair dye since probably like November, and I just hadn't done it yet, hadn't colored my hair, but I'm kind of bored in the house. I'm in the house bored, so here we are. I'm gonna be dyeing my hair, and I asked you guys to give me some topics to talk about and questions to ask me while I color my hair. So we're doing a little bit of a quarantine and answer while I dye my hair. And to the people that are like, your hair's already dark, why do you want to dye it darker? Well, my hair is actually a medium brown, I don't know if you can tell, and we are dyeing it a very dark brown, almost black today. And am I gonna regret this? I mean, possibly. Is it going to fade and wash out by probably the time I have to actually see people again? Yes, 100%. So I have colored my hair by myself once before. I actually did it in a video before when my hair was still blonde. It was actually like about a year and a half ago now. It was like January 2019 when I still had like my long blonde balayage. But yeah, let's just get right into this. I'm gonna answer your guys' questions, we're gonna chat, and I'm gonna color my hair and see how this goes. I have everything all ready to go here. I'm using a Clairol one today, and it's just the Natural Instincts, so there's no harsh chemicals or anything in it, because I do not feel comfortable putting that on my hair or on my scalp or anything. But this is the one that I used the first time, and it went pretty well, so we're gonna use it again. So I have all the questions and topics just on my phone here to answer. But it's gonna be kind of hard because I'll have the gloves on, so I'm kind of just gonna keep the screen up and see how this goes. So let's get this started. The first question that somebody asked me was, how do you fight laziness during quarantine? And girl, that's such an issue. Honestly, for me, it's kind of just keeping my routine. So going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, going for walks when I get up. Yeah, just kind of keeping a productive day helps me kind of fight laziness and makes me want to do more things because I'm kind of in that groove already. The next question somebody asked was, how do you start the process of moving into your own place, and is it lonely living away from family? Personally, for me, I haven't always been like on my own, but I've always been very independent, so living by myself for me isn't really a big issue or big like struggle, big problem. I've always been pretty independent. Like I made my own food at home. I kind of did my own thing anyways, especially because I was an only child for 8 years. So me and my brother are 8 years apart. So I didn't really have like any sibling super attachments. Like I miss my brother now for sure, and I know he misses me, but yeah, I definitely miss my family a lot, and like I typically try and visit them or see them once every other week, like so like twice a month-ish. And I call my mom all the time, like we talk on the phone a lot because I was really close with my mom and I still am. But in terms of like the process of moving away, I did it because of school. So school for me was an hour away from where I was living, so I kind of had to move. Definitely would have moved even if I wasn't going to school, just because I want to be able to live on my own and etc, etc. I guess in terms of starting the process of moving out, it's obviously finding where you're going to live, if you can afford where you're going to live, are you going to school, and then when you're actually starting to move, it's really just packing up and going. The next question I got asked was, how do you create a healthy relationship with food? And this definitely takes a long time. It takes a while, it takes a process, and it takes like a mind. PSA, I'm gonna look super weird and I already know it, but anyways, it takes a mental shift. That is the biggest thing, is getting your brain to change. If you can shift your mindset to starting to recognize that food is fuel and you need it to grow, that'll definitely start shaping your relationship with food to be more healthy and to be more positive. Personally, for me, I think the biggest thing was just doing research and looking into it. Recognizing that like what I want to put into my body needs to be good. If I want to love my body, if I want to be healthy, if I want to be fit, like that's really where it started. Was when I first started fitness, it was kind of more of an obsession, and it was a little bit unhealthy to start, but I think everybody kind of starts in an healthy place, and then you find balance and you find what works for you. The next question someone asked me was how to deal with a relationship, and she said that she recently broke up after being in a relationship for 4 years. That is a tough one, especially because I have personally been in my relationship for coming on 5 years, so currently like 4.5 years. And before that, I never really had any other relationships, like because I've been in my relationship since I was 14 and a half, wow. But I guess my biggest advice would be just to talk to other people. I'm not gonna be much help, I'm really sorry, I don't know much about that. Try and take learning experiences from it, I think. Look at it as, okay, what can I take away from this experience? What could I have learned? What can I take and apply to my next relationship or do better the next time? In terms of talking to like friends who have been through bad breakups or just people in general who have been through bad breakups and listening to their stories and stuff, it's a lot of just trying to see what you can learn out of it, and that'll make you view the relationship in a more positive aspect even though it's done. But if you just broke up, go get some ice cream, watch some comedy movies, do not watch romance, do not throw yourself into a sad. I know a lot of us have been there, and when you're sad you just want to let yourself be sad and feel sad, but don't do it. Don't do it. Do things that make you happy, do things that make you positive, get some good gal friends and just like let them make you happy until you can find your own happiness. But honestly, like, you do not need to let a guy define you. You do not need a guy in your life. I know for sure if you're just getting out of a relationship, it's definitely hard to see that, especially a 4-year relationship. That is a long one, and I know it would definitely take me a while after I got out of a relationship to like regroup. So give yourself time and be patient with yourself as well. Someone asked for some relationship advice, and I definitely can give you some of that because, like I said, I've been in my relationship for a while, and probably the biggest thing is communication. That being said, I was so bad at communication for the longest time, and I definitely still am, and I'm still learning to get better at it. If you can't communicate, you don't have communication, your relationship's not gonna work, and it's kind of just as simple as that. So try and talk to each other about everything, and when you have a problem or you have an argument, you have a fight, talk through it. Like, don't just get frustrated, get mad, hear the other person's point of view, hear their perspective, and try and remain present, remain like active in the conversation, and don't let your emotions overtake you. Like, try and think rationally, especially in arguments. In terms of dating advice, don't go looking for someone. The more you're looking for someone, the less likely you are to find someone that actually is like meant for you and is right for you. Even though I was young, like, I was constantly looking for a relationship, looking for guys, and when I kind of gave up on that, I realized that, you know what, the guy that I should be with, the guy that wants to be with me is right in front of me, he's my best friend, and that's where I am now. Someone asked me if I have a job while I'm also in school. So if you guys didn't know, I'm a first-year uni student, and no, I don't have another job when I'm in school and classes. So I did actually have a job lined up for the summer. We'll see what ends up happening with that because of, you know, just everything that is currently going on. Someone asked me, how do I manage YouTube, anxiety, and university all in one? And it's definitely resources, having friends that support me. One of my best friends actually went to university with me. Now we're not in the same program, so it's a little bit harder, but I definitely have her to fall back on. I have another friend who's been my best friend literally since birth, and I call her, we talk, and that helps. I also have my boyfriend, so definitely having support systems helps me just deal with everything. I think being on top of things, having a schedule, and just trying to manage like stress and anxiety before it comes, before it hits. Of course, I'm still gonna have like panic attacks and anxiety attacks and episodes that I can't control, and it's just more so, I guess, coping after the fact. So it's like one of those comes up, what do I do now? Now I have to regroup, I have to like relax, take some self-care time, and then come back to schooling. So it's definitely a thin line of balance. YouTube is kind of the first thing that goes when I start getting overwhelmed with school. I prioritize school over YouTube, and then I prioritize my health and well-being, myself over everything. So self-care, self-love, like making sure I have time for myself, going to the gym, all of that for me is priority over everything. I think that health is wealth, and if you're not taking care of yourself, then you really don't have anything. Like if I was going to school in the day and like I didn't feel well, I couldn't function. I know that. If I don't get enough sleep, I don't function. If I don't eat right, I don't function. If I don't go to the gym, I don't function. And that's just personally me. Like I know a lot of people can function without sleep and a lot of people can function without XYZ. I personally just can't. Someone asked me what my quarantine routine is, and basically right now I try and keep it the same. I think I already talked about this as like my day-to-day if I had school, because I still currently have online school for like a few more days and then I'm done. I don't know what I'm gonna do once I'm done, but you know, for now, here we are. Someone's trying to put in the question box, tell us more about yourself, and I'd love to. Like the problem is that I don't really know where to start, and I never know where to start talking, like what you guys really want to know when you say tell me more about yourself. Like I'm in university. I get this question actually asked a lot. What is my degree? I'm currently in a biology program, and it's biology for health sciences, and I'm hoping to minor in chem and minor in business, and then my major is the health science for biology. Yeah, that is what I'm currently in school for. If I finish that, I don't know. I kind of hope so. The goal kind of was med school. I don't know if that's still the goal, but I love the sciences and I love biology, and I always have. So that is what I'm currently in school for. What else can I tell you about me? I love fitness. If you have seen my page, you know that. I feel like I don't show enough of that. I want to be able to do more workouts, and I'm growing and I'm learning more myself. So as I kind of learn, I want to be able to share with you guys, and I feel like I've been getting a little bit better at doing that. I want to share my meals more and stuff though, and yeah. Also, I love fashion. I low-key, high-key wish I could be a like fashion Instagram blogger, and you know, I've slowly been kind of transitioning into that, but it's a slow process. I'll leave, my Instagram is always linked down below if you want to follow. I'd love for you to follow me. We love having chats and conversations on there. All of you guys are stunning queens. But yeah, if you guys want a full Q&A, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the quarantine and answer section of this video, but now I'm gonna just let this sit, wash it out, and then we're gonna style it when I come back. Alright, so all washed out now. I can already tell it looks darker, like not ridiculously, but like a little bit. So to dry it and style it, I'm just gonna be using my Revlon dryer styler thing that I got for my birthday. I haven't used it yet, so we'll see how this goes. I'm excited to try it out and kind of give myself like a at-home blowout, you know, because I'm not good at hair stuff, but you know, I can sometimes do it. But let's try this. So, and then here is the end product. So it's not a whole lot different, and I feel like I didn't do the roots enough. It's definitely darker, like I can definitely tell that it's darker. Next time I do this, I think I should dye it black. If you think I should dye it black, put it in the comments, let me know, because for the fun of it, at some point, I feel like I should dye my hair black. But I can definitely tell that it's darker. I don't know if you can tell on camera that it's darker, but I like it. I think it looks good. I like this color on me. It's like just a little bit darker than my natural color, and I think when I have a tan, it looks really, really nice. But I'm gonna end off the video here, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.